So cameras can have gimbals, phones can have gimbals, and apparently now webcams can have gimbals as well. This is the Tiny 2 4K AI-powered webcam by Obsbot. Now you might have noticed I've spoken about this before because it's been in my setup for quite a while, and I did include it in my desk setup video, which I'll link somewhere here. But I was quite brief on what it can do. Hopefully in this video I'll go through a little bit more detail so you can have a look at home what it's capable of. And when I say it's feature packed, this is definitely feature packed. I haven't even touched the surface of what this is capable of. It's got a huge 50 megapixel sensor which allows for that 4K video quality, and thanks to the AI gestures or AI powered software, you've got gesture control so you can control it without even touching it, and even voice control so you can tell it what to do without clicking a button. Now Obsbot were nice enough to send me this one out, and I'm nice enough to give one away to you lucky winner at home somewhere. So if you're interested in winning one of these, make sure to watch the video, as I'm going to include the giveaway instructions somewhere in there. Not quite sure where yet. But yeah, if it's your first time on the channel, consider liking the video if you do enjoy it, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. I've got plenty of content out there. First thing I'm going to do is unbox it, and we're going to see what comes inside, and then we're going to dive deeper into the features included. So let's get started and see what this is about. So opening up the box, we are greeted with a carry case. Now this is quite surprising probably to a lot of you to have a carry case for your webcam, but bear in mind this is not your averagely priced webcam. It's quite pricey. A nice protective carry case, because when you're going traveling for work or anything like that and you want to use your webcam with you abroad. So inside the carry case we've got the webcam itself, which is not that big to be honest when you think about what it's capable of. We have a USB-C to USB-C cable, and if your machine that you're connecting it to doesn't have USB-C, you do also get an adapter here which goes from USB-C to USB-A, which if you don't have USB-C you'll definitely have USB-A, so that's a nice addition. And then we've got this stand which is actually pretty cool because it allows you to prop the webcam up onto monitors or your laptop. The bottom of the Obsbot is actually magnetic, so it'll just magnetize on and allow you to adjust it to what angle you want. And also, as well as that, you can actually attach the Obsbot to standard tripods or other kind of grips that have the standard tripod thread in there. So plenty of places where you can attach this onto to get the perfect angle. Let's plug it in and see what it can do. So if you've made it this far and you're interested in the giveaway, all you have to do is follow the link in the description box below or scan the QR code on screen somewhere around here. That's going to take you directly to the Instagram giveaway post. Follow what it says on the post and you'll be in for a chance to win a Tiny 2. Also leave a comment down below in this video why you would like a Tiny 2 and what you would use it for, and you might be a lucky winner. So everything on the Tiny 2 is actually controlled through the Obsbot Sensor app. Now if we take a quick look at just what's in there, it's crazy how much AI has been implemented into the settings. You've got different types of tracking, whether you want the Tiny 2 to track your whole body, just your lower body, headless, or track your face. And once you've got all the different settings dialed in that you want to keep, you can simply set them in the presets. I think you've got the option between 3 different presets. And then since we've got a gimbal on the Tiny 2, you get full control of direction, and we've got that huge 50 megapixel sensor, so you can zoom in with minimal quality loss. Now when going into the other settings, you can actually have HDR on. Now this will give you a much better image and bring up them shadows a little bit. You can adjust focus modes, you can change the exposure, have it either manual or automatic. The anti-flicker, which is quite useful, I'm using it now, and it works pretty good. And then you've got your standard image settings like adjusting contrast, saturation, sharpness and hue, just like any other camera device. Now beauty settings, this is where things get, you could say, interesting or extreme. You get a bunch of settings to change your look. I don't think I would turn any of this on myself, but it's interesting to see what you can do. You can smooth out your face if you want, make it slimmer, narrower. So it's pretty scary what AI is capable of doing and how you can so easily manipulate your image. And then when you go into the face settings, you can actually see that there's even more adjustments you can make. So change the size of your eyes, change the structure of your cheekbones, nose size, mouth, whiten your teeth. You've got background blur, which is quite useful. and works best, I believe, in nice lit scenarios when you don't want people seeing what's going on behind you or seeing other people's faces behind you. You can have them nicely blurred out. So then if we click on more, we've basically got the rest of the settings left over, which is still quite a bit. You've got, for example, sleep settings. Then we've got gesture control settings, so you can activate which gestures you want, just like I showed you earlier on, the dynamic zoom gesture. And then we've got a bunch of voice control settings. So of course with the Tiny 2, you can control it completely on voice control, so you don't have to actually press any buttons or do any gestures. And I'll show you an example of how I can put the Tiny 2 to sleep. Sleep Tiny. Hi Tiny. You can either do it manually by pushing the lens down at your own, or you can just say Sleep Tiny and it will go to sleep, which is very convenient. After the voice control settings, we've got some audio settings because the Tiny 2 does actually record audio as well. You can do stuff like noise reduction, gain control. You can even disable the microphone completely if you want. So in conclusion, the Tiny 2 is such a great content creation device. And I say content creation device because it can do so much more than just being a webcam, especially when you include all them features that I've shown you today. If you're interested in getting one, of course, links will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And I will make sure to catch you on the next one.